What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Ra. His name is the Rapl. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is Nullus. The map is Oasis, and it's Nullus versus Rapl. Nullus is in the chat. How much of an Oranos main would Nullus say he is? I don't know. He plays a lot of Loki recently, a lot of Greek recently. He has played some Oranos. He's more of a random god player in a way, but he's living the dream. Anyways, Rapl on the other hand, definitely not a Ra player. But he is going with Ra in this game. He gets a very, very nice spawn. Anytime Egyptian players get around 1,000 food or 900 food, 1,000 food in their starting base, they should be rejoicing. Everything is good in the hood if you have 900 food in the base with Egyptian. It means that you can get very fast classical ages with monuments, hyper accelerating yourself and propelling yourself into the game in order to get a second town center, in order to get aggressive classical fights. Now, if you do go for a one town center fast heroic, advancing quickly is actually bad. So you have to ask yourself what you really want to do. So there are, in my opinion, there's like 3 strategies that are decent with Egyptian. So strategy number 1 would be a fast second town center. So either you rush that as fast as you possibly can with a 4-minute advance time, get that one up. Or you go up a bit later with a monument or 2, like 4:30. Strategy number 2 would be classical fight, kind of semi-fast, heroic business if the map asks for it. And that one you should be advancing really fast on as well. And then strategy number 3 is the fast heroic strategy. Now, if you're going fast heroic, you actually want to advance to the classical age at about 5 minutes or 5 minutes and 15 seconds with the Egyptians. But you only really want to do that if it's 100% the strategy for the matchup and for the map. Now, on a map like this, against Greek or Oranos, for example, advancing that late and going for a one town center fast heroic might run into you getting pushed off your secondary hunt and you not actually being able to get to the heroic age in a fast fashion. So that extra economy you got by advancing later ends up biting you in the bum, and it might be better for you to go something different here. So those are my 3 best strategies there for Egyptian and kind of why you do them. And now Oranos, on the other hand, against Egyptian, kind of only has one idea, and that is Terma spam into react. So you go mass Terma initially to punish the fast tech and town center of the Egyptian player. So if they go fast second town center and they put farms on it, for example, the Terma can come in and start causing havoc. Now, this strategy would fall victim to fast Sphinx from the Ra player, for example, and you would have to be able to react to that quickly to recognize it's going down and then transition into into Mamilla and get Mamilla heroes out to deal with the Sphinx. So that's the thing there, but going straight into the Terma. Then after you put the pressure on, you can kind of even sit in onto the second town center while the rain's going on to cause a lot of chaos there as well. But after that, you want to then think about getting your town centers and hitting some sort of a timing. Oranos is one of those weird civilizations where it's actually better for the most part to delay your second town center and third town center to a little bit later in the classical age because you want to have that early aggressive advantage. Now, all of this being said, there are a lot of things that Ra players can do to defend against Atlantean shenanigans. So you do have to realize kind of what you can do there. So we'll see if Rapl is going to be put under this pressure or not. Nullus is chucking up his temple, looking like he had a little bit of a crisis there in the early stages of the game. I tell a lie. He is going for the fast second town center here. So he is not going for standard play here at all. He's going to allow this town center to get up, no problems, and we'll see what he's going to get from this far second town center. So essentially what Nullus is saying here is he's giving up any sort of early pressure advantage that Oranos is going to have, and then going from there. We are seeing him clicking up through Prometheus. It's actually a very fast advance time regardless, with the town center. I believe he's cut some citizen here, so no problems where that is concerned. It's just he's cut it, but he's going to regain it by this town center going up a little bit faster here. But all that being said, he will have lose that early presence on the map and give Rapl kind of a fairly easy time here. Whether or not Rapl realizes it's an easy time is a different story. So, next thing here. So this is very important. For the Ra player, you do not want to farm on this town center. I've seen this time and time again from Ra players. Maybe you can throw like 3 farms down on this town, maybe 4 farms. But any more than that, you're asking yourself to be Oranos abused. The Oranos will go full Oranos on you. You'll be sad. Better is to simply make the effort and just walk back onto this town center here and just farm around here and build granaries as you push away from the town center. So you do a ring around, you granary farm, and it's just objectively better because it's safer. Now, obviously, the resource gain if you don't get pressured is going to be slightly less, but the safety factor means you don't have to worry about this barracks. You don't have to worry about anything. You're just going to kind of be okay here. But Rapl is wanting to be safe because he's got a nice gold mine, so he's just going to be doing all of that good stuff there. So we move on. Rapl is spamming his units out. Sorry, Nullus is spamming his villagers out, starting to produce some units as well. He is going for himself Murmillo, Terma. Now, Murmillo here are actually kind of interesting. They don't have a lot of use until the mid stages of the game. Terma also against Ra. Against Egyptian, I actually think Terma are pretty good. Against Ra, though, I think that Terma fall off a little bit because if the Ra player has good micro, your Terma start being very, very sad because those chariot archers actually dodge your Terma fire and you lose a lot of DPS in the fight if the Ra player is good. So now we are actually seeing Rapl. He's going for these farms. 10 farms on that town center. This is a town center I would send my entire army to and sit on under rain and cause a lot of havoc here for the Ra economy. Now, Rapl probably won't have to deal with this because Nullus has gone to town center. He's probably not going to have that many units. You can see he's only got a handful of units out here. So he's going to be completely fine for the time being, but he might find some pressure a little bit later here. So we'll see how it's all going to go. More villagers popping out here. We do still see Terma, still see Murmillo coming out. I do think that there's a world here where you go fast second town center into the heroic age with just a handful of units. He's making some catapulties as well. So this is preempting the camelry that the Ra player is going to want to build. But you don't know for certain that this is what's going to happen because there is a world where the Ra player in this situation with a very safe second gold mine here, simply put, just goes straight to the mythic age. Doesn't even throw a Migdol down. Doesn't build anything. Just 2 town center fast mythic. And as a reaction to your 2 town center. There's also another world where the Ra player here had thrown down a whole bunch of barracks and is going to go for a villager rush, which is, again, another very potent strategy off of the fast 2 town center that the Ra's got available to him. Now, Rapl here is going for a fast segment. Segment's been popularized fairly recently against Oranos, which is very cool because it's a very underutilized god in that the Scarab can be used to destroy the Tartarian gate very easily, and you're not going to be stuck there trying to build a siege tower that gets picked off really easily by those Tartarian spawns, and you can deal with it nicely. So it's cool to see people picking up on this and starting to do it. It's kind of flavor of the month. I still think Hathor is a completely valid and fair minor god to go for the heroic age here in this matchup, and we do see Rapl actually going for the fast mythic here. So really, what's Nullus going to do? That's the question. He's got a whole bunch of units out. He's done nothing with them. Now that the Citadel Center's up, it becomes very, very scary to sit underneath this town center as well, because it starts doing 15 damage. I think it shoots 3 arrows as well, not just 2. And then the Pharaoh Empowering puts it up to 6 arrows. So your units die very, very fast underneath this Citadel Center. Now, Nullus seems to be looking to try and get to the next age himself. He stopped building units. He does have a cheeky Sky Passage here, just the one. I'm surprised he didn't leave this. Oh, he did. He's walling it in. How cool is that? Who's ever seen a citizen walling before? This is a first. This early, and it is just out of line of sight as well. Somehow, some way, Rapl does not see this, as we do see the units coming through here, going to try and take down this wooden wall. We see the Migdol Stronghold coming up for Rapl, as Rapl has clicked up through Osiris. This is a completely standard reaction to Far Second Town Center of the Oranos. Is just get to the Mythic Age, get your Son of Osiris out. These Terma will become useless, as they will die in 2 shots from the Son of Osiris, and the Chain Lightning will help out a lot. And we do see, yes, it is 3 arrows coming from the Citadel at 15 hack, or pierce damage, I should say, a second there. So it's actually a lot of damage. But now we see Thea. Thea is the god of choice here for Nullus. He's going to be nearly full villages, staying 2 town centers as well. He's got his sky passage on both sides of the map. So there is a world here where Nullus can gold control, but Rapl's on 2 gold mines. If he picks up on this, that this is actually going to happen, he can chuck a market down here and trade to this town center, and actually be completely fine here. Now, Rapl, this could be absolutely wild in that Rapl could simply just go straight Titan here. Literally, this is that's a very old school strategy. But you could go straight to the Titan Age here and just watch your opponent struggle to stop you. It might actually also force out Vortex instead of Tartarian Gate. Another Valor coming up, 3rd town center getting grabbed. There is still an option for Rapl to Shifting Sands as well. If he can get his units out, we do see the Cavalry running around, so he is definitely going to be looking for something to Shifting Sands onto. We see the Monument Soldiers coming up for Rapl. The Siege Works coming down as well, getting ready for all the good stuff. Spamming out his units. He does have his mummy. He's got his Son of Osiris. Not just yet clicked. Just holding on to it for the next game. That makes perfect sense. Siege Works is going to get shut down here. There's a lot of idle villager time that's actually happening to this. So nice pick there. But he does actually lose Hero Mamilo there for that as well. So you do see the cavalry in on this position. All the army is out of position here for Nullus, unless he's got a Sky Passage in his home base. A Shifting Sands here would be absolutely brutal. And I reckon Nullus, you could actually think that Nullus is going for the Mythic Age in this town center as well. So you could take that down and prevent the Mythic Age from coming through with Shifting Sands here, but not happening just yet. Rapl maybe doesn't have the cojones, as it were, to make this happen. He's going to be moving his units forward, trying to take down that Stymphalian bird with his mummy. He does indeed manage to do that. But if you do pick off the Stymphalian bird, guess what? No minion for you. No minion for you. The Egyptian players have yet again been stitched up. And still no Shifting Sands being used by Rapl. He could definitely be thinking about saving it to Shifting Sands onto the enemy Titan Gate. So that's kind of completely fine as well. As we said, the Terma trying to run in to maybe get some kind of thing happening. Double Palace coming up over here. Fortified Town Centers getting thrown down. Yeah, it's definitely looking like Rapl is trying to get out of Titan here. And I think that Nullus is going to be able to chase it. I don't think that Nullus is, or either Nullus is going to deny it, or he's going to be able to chase it, as Rapl does begin getting that fast Titan Gate. Funnily enough, I feel like if Rapl had done this a little bit differently, maybe he didn't have the favor, but instead of building all the units, Son of Osiris defend straight to the Titan Age. You probably could have the Titan out now before Nullus even hits Mythic Age, and then also get his units out. So it could have had a different ordering here, but a little bit too risky, as we do see the nice surround here by Rapl's cavalry coming in onto those Terma. The destroyers coming through, trying to push in, trying to get some good damage done. We do see the units coming through here for Nullus, potentially Tartarian Gate onto this Migdol stronghold. Exactly what's going to happen, but the Scarab is already over here. Grab these villagers, kill this off as fast as you possibly can. Might not even get all of the Tartarian spawns out of here in the time period it takes for it to go down. I tell a lie, they are all kind of coming out, but Son of Osiris is going to be able to take this down. You see a nice shockwave there from Nullus to keep it alive for just a little bit longer. But in the end of the day, Rapl does hold on, no problems. Now, Nullus, he is no longer building villages. He is just spamming units. He is not going to the Titan Age yet. He is going to try and take down this fortified town centers. Rapl does hit the Titan Age there. A Son of Osiris looking like it is trying to heal a villager or something there. Nice attempted micro, but Nullus is on top of this very, very quickly. Fortified Citadel staying alive here nicely. Axeman, Spearman coming down. There are a lot of military buildings up right now for Rapl to hold on. And Nullus gets pushed back. Titan Gate gets thrown down. Villagers are all jumping onto it now. You cannot empower a Titan Gate. This would be unfair and unreasonable. If you could empower a building as overpowered as a Titan Gate, as a win conditioning, as a Titan Gate, it would be very severely imbalanced if you could empower it. There couldn't be another building out there that you can empower which gives you another win condition, could there? No. No. It's not another build. Wait. Can you empower the Wonder? No, you totally can. Egyptian is broken. Egyptian is broken. There's actually a world here where you get the Titan out and then you go Wonder. See a little bit of a... Rapl is literally crazy. Why? I mean, he's just shifted the Argus onto his villages. And Nullus does manage to take down the Citadel Center after all is said and done. Nice job. Nice job, Nullus. But what's the answer to the Titan Gate is the question. Titan is at 46% here. And I think that essentially Nullus is saying, get your Titan. I don't care. I am going to run you around and cause chaos. You're going to use 20 population to attack me. I'm going to attack you elsewhere. I'm going to slowly chip away your Titan. And this is kind of just what you get. Now, the problem is for Rapl, no gold. He does have a whole bunch of wood he can sell. So he's at 44, but he can sell wood. So he can jump onto that wood line if he wants and start trading. He can set up a trade route with a market in the corner as well. But he doesn't have a town center, so I guess he can't do that either. And right now, this Son of Osiris is helping Rapl stay alive, but he is suffering dearly here. And he's also looking like he's shorted himself a house or two in this game as well, as the Fire Siphon wandering in here, getting a little bit out of position, going to start getting shanked down. Do we see skin of the Rhino? We do see skin of the Rhino. So this village is going to be able to pick those off quickly. Now Nullus has to retreat back. He is yet again short on the resources. He has got... Oh! He's paying homage to the man, the myth, the legend, Matrius. Letting him know that his market placements will be forever remembered. And the legend of the Matrius market continues to live through Nullus, even if Matrius leaves the game, which he hasn't. But just know that it's always going to be here. Titan out now for Rapl, as he is still trying to keep his Son of Osiris alive. Up, up. Ark is retreating. Get away from that Titan. He is big scary boy. This isn't a Matrius market. This is the definition of a Matrius market. The corner is here and he just doesn't make the effort to go. Do you mean a Matrius market would be something like here? I mean, he has thrown them up here as well. He's gotten better. He's gotten better. Oh, the Arcus got melted. Titan OP. Nerf Titan. Villagers very boldly coming in onto this gold mine. And they will be losing their lives slowly. As Rapl's still trying to utilize this Titan to pick off these units here, getting a little bit of value out of him. It's actually a good use of the Titan to be taking down units at this stage of the game. Nullus's economy is not at its infinite point just yet. He's still trying to make trade, very pricey. Trying to make units, very pricey. And now Rapl has been able to move out of here. And he's got his gold mine, feeling very happy about that. Lots of resources in the bank. We see the villagers onto this town center here, utilizing those farms. The fire siphon going down as well. That's a lot of resources in fire siphon getting taken down without finishing off the siege works. 7 HP remaining there, as well as the Titan swinging around here. Going to look to try and maybe take down the mana and take down the sky passage here. Weird shockwave there onto the villagers from Nullus, but maybe he just doesn't feel like he's got what he can really do with it. As the sky passage does end up falling here. Siege works coming up on the front. Destroyer getting taken down on the back. As the Titan wandering in, and will take down the palace here very, very quickly. Smack, smack, smack. Dead, dead, dead. One dead palace. And, well, really, what Nullus needs to do is needs to start thinking about getting this town center up and slowly chipping away at the Titan. He is slowly chipping away at the Titan with these Arcus heroes. Arcus heroes tend to be the best unit to use against the Titan. You can also use Fire Siphon as well, but you do have to be careful if the Chariot Archers come in here. I would be trying to snipe down these Arcus heroes as best as they can. Meanwhile, Son of Osiris does end up falling here as Rapl is still pushing forward. Rapl, oh! Where are the villagers trying to get that town center? 1 palace down. 2 palaces going to go down soon. That's 400 resources in that Rapl could probably use here. He could just send a siege works over here, or a siege tower over here as well. Oh, we see a better market. The double market going from both sides of the map. Why not? Nullus is big brain. Why not use 2 corners? Why not? More mummies coming in. I love the mummies. Mummies are possibly the best myth unit in the game. Just on the fact that they're just mega value. They give you a unit every 20 seconds. Is it 20 seconds? I think it's 20 seconds. Yeah. They give you a minion every 20 seconds. How strong is that minion? It's just a regular minion, right? Yeah. 8.5 damage. So it's basically like giving you a hoplite every 20 seconds. So if you can keep it alive and not just lose it to a Cantarius hero or just a hero in general, and you get multiple mummies off, not only does a mummy one hit a unit, so you get the value there, but you are effectively creating a myth unit hoplite in a way. Very good. Very good. Now the Titan wandering into Nullus's base. Going to try and take down these town centers. One thing you definitely want to do with your Titan while you're taking these town centers down is make sure you take down the farms as well. These farms, 200 wood, and they take 1 pound from one attack from the Titan to kill them. Now the farms that the Titan is close to here will fall. Sometimes it picks off all of them, and in fact, it is looking like every one of these farms will be falling here. Yep, there you go. Most of them falling, 1 remaining. And that one will go down as well. So that's a lot of wood now that Nullus is very much struggling with. So he's going to have to put some farms elsewhere. And now Rapl pushing in. Oh, I like this. Nullus has to pay attention. Losing these Arcus here is really bad. Unlike when you play like against Egyptian and they mass priest, it's not really worth it to take down the heroes because they just get replaced really quickly. But in this situation against the Atlantean, these Arcus heroes, that's a finite resource that Nullus actually has in favor. So you can actually take those heroes out really, really nicely. You see it's attempting to get this town center back up here. One thing that Rapl could try, instead of coming back with the Titan, is just simply putting a Migdol down on this position here. as we do see this town center coming up for Nullus. So he's actually going to be back up to 2 town centers or 3 town centers anyways. But now Rapl has the serious advantage here. Siege works coming down. Rapl here, he's still got very few resources. Not building villages out of this town center either. A little bit of a mistake there. Needs to get all of his villages out as fast as he possibly can. But the damage that Nullus is taking here in this game is absolutely huge. And still not seeing any attempt at a building on this position, which is very, very, very important when you're using the Titan, that is to get buildings up and try and be kind of aggressive with those placements. And another thing that's kind of going on here is these Dryads are getting like max value because there's no priest or pharaoh coming in, but there's the pharaoh, and now the Dryad gets picked off very quickly. There's the mummy also helping out a little bit there, getting in another minion. Yes! Mummy is the best. Best mummy. This is an interesting usage here from Nullus to go after the Titan with human units here. They're going to get picked off very, very quickly. And we do see the classic town center grab. Let's see if Rapl's actually going to be able to get this one. I definitely think the Migdol stronghold here first would be a lot safer. In my experience, it can be very bad. It can be very sad. But we'll see how he goes. We just see the Pharaoh coming through here, going to try and take down these Dryads. Another shockwave there onto the villages to delay the town center going up. Pharaoh having to get pulled back. Titan coming over here, wanting to take down said palace here. Nullus back up to 3 town centers. He is still struggling for resources though, and he has separated his trade route though, so he's going to be having a lot of gold. Now, one thing that you can do if you're in this position, you're going to start floating gold because you've got so much gold income, is 110% start buying wood, start buying food, because you have infinite gold. The gold doesn't matter. You just get those other resources you're kind of short on when you need to, when it comes in, and it's very, very good. Rapl continuing to put pressure, and he's still kind of continuing. He's not actually equalized here. The only serious advantage that he has now is that he's gotten this Hesperid trait. If he can get this talent like this, like, so let's say the Titan dies right now. It's not going to, but if he does die right now and Rapl gets this talent center up, then the game has been equalized and Nullus still has access to a Titan. That was wild. Converted the hero just as the smash happened. But still not actually getting that Migdol up for Rapl. He's got 0 gold left, having to move forward onto this gold mine here where the palace is. And we do see the double market in this corner here from Rapl to try and start a trade route as well. So they're just getting taken down. Over here, another Hesperid tree going the wayside of Rapl. This is big. Having both of the Hesperid trees means no more need to worry about the Dryads, which can be very, very tough to deal with. We just see the Lampade coming in. Going to be able to deal with this nicely. Oh, Hero Cantarius. And this Hero Cantarius really, really hurts the mummies, but we do see the Lampade getting taken down nonetheless here in time. As the Titan able to take down this palace here, get this gold mine. There's only 1,000 gold left in it. And this is actually really, really tough for Rapl. He's going to be running out of gold very, very soon. Has he started a trade route? No. So in this situation, he doesn't have the food economy to really do this, but he doesn't have the economy at all. But you should be starting your trade when you're about to run out of gold, if you haven't already, on multiple markets. So even the close ones. So you'd have the far market, but also the other one as well. We do see Ontarius getting taken down everywhere as the Lampede is going to get finished off there. Nice play. We see the town center coming back up for Nullus. Still holding on as best as he possibly can. It does look like Rapl sees it and he's like, go away, no more of this. But here's the thing, like, Nullus is 160 pop. There's 20 pop in this, and Rapl needs to hold this. So if Nullus can sit 160 pop, which he has, He's basically completely shutting Rapl down to make any progress here in this game. Rapple's going to stay 2 town centers. The Titan will eventually get picked off. And I don't think that Rapl is going to be able to equalize onto this town center anytime soon, especially after that gold mine is finished. There is this gold mine forward here, so if Rapl can get there, that's going to be big, but he's just not able to at this point. Sitting 125 pop, even not even up to 140 pop, is very, very bad. We do see this nice farm spread here from Nullus as well. And at this point, Nullus doesn't care. He's just town center and towers can defend everything here, it would seem. And just continuing to put pressure on, getting those town centers back up as need be. Now, the trade has been rerouted as well. One thing in the late game that I think is very, very useful, especially when you're having a lot of trade route problems, is to actually select the entirety of your trade route and put the control group on to control 9. You can see here a control group you don't use, and that way when the trade route falls, or the market falls, or the town center falls, you can reroute that trade route incredibly quickly. It's one of those things that I wish that Age of Mythology had, which was a select all trade or civilian units button, such that I can select all my trade route, but it obviously doesn't exist. It's now the Titan coming back over here, and this is a better usage of the Titan, limiting the population down 40, then allows the Ra player or the Titan user to be equal essentially with their opponent. So you've limited them. Actually, it's not even equal, is it? So you're at 140 pop. They got 2 town centers down. They have these 2 town centers. They're at 140 pop, but they aren't using 20 pop on the Titan. So it's still not even even. You need to get 3 town centers down with the Titan. You do see the Dryads still pumping out here, as Nullus has very nicely managed to hold on for the time being. Rapl starting to get his units back out. He still has 70 favor in the bank. There is a world here where trying to get your trade route started and getting a wonder is actually best here, but wonders are for losers like me and you. Ah! The Scarab coming in! The Scarab comes in to say good day! But there is a Hero Arcus here to say, go away. Now, Hero Arcus is not the best against the Scarab because 75% pierce armor, but it can pick him off nonetheless. And Nullus is very smart cookie, able to spot this one. I'm not exactly sure why Rapl's retreating with his Titan here. Like, Titan is 20 pop. If you're idle with 20 pop, you're doing something wrong. Get going. Go kill him. Kill the buildings. Kill everything. Make him suffer. One thing I would have liked to have seen from Rapl is a wall here and then catapult. That would have been really tough for Nullus to stop. It is here. Chemo walls coming in red hot, even with Oranos now. Yours for only $9.99. Actually, they're cheaper than $9.99. So, Titan coming in. Gonna finish off those pallets here nicely. The Hero Arcus trying to get dealt with by some spearmen. Medium spearmen. Yes. Center gets dealt with. Arcus slinging arrows, doing all the good stuff. Titan's got 1300 HP remaining. As the Dryads are getting dealt with nicely here. Again, retreating away. If you want to retreat away from the Arcus, just go elsewhere. They're pretty quick at 4.46, so maybe you're going to lose the Titan, but you're going to lose the Titan anyways. It's actually kind of better to lose the Titan in a way so you can get all the population you need out. So still seeing a trade route coming through for Rapl, so trying to get everything he needs. So armor upgrades. Nearly full iron for Rapl. For Nullus, just missing the iron weapons. And Rapl's got nada. Absolutely nada. And now the Titan is reaching its bitter end here. 800 HP remaining. Rapl is seeing some sort of opportunity here to push in and try and take the guard towers down so that he gets a big push through once the Titan goes down. Rapl's definitely dealt a lot of damage to... well, definitely paid for himself in this Titan. It costs a lot. Actually, it's free. The Titan is free. Because if you hover over here, you can see that Chariot Arch is 100 wood, 40 gold. Titan is free. So there you go. The more you know, the more you need to know, the stronger you become. So, Titan slowly but surely getting taken out. And the question is here, will Rapl at this stage be able to start getting... We do see the siege works coming in. Will Rapl be able to get this town center back after all is said and done? He's made a whole bunch of catapult now. I feel like these catapult could be sitting here. That would be better, but it's not going to happen here. And there goes the Titan falling. Rapl instantly pops up to 137 of 140 population. Titan's OP? I don't think so. Remember back in 2003 when they launched this and everyone would just fast Titan? Yeah, me neither. I didn't play then. But that's what they did do. And everyone was like, man, Asian mythology, Age of Titans is kind of ruined because the Titan's so strong and so overpowered. Is it though? It's not. It's not. It's roughly balanced. At least with the fast Titan strat, where you rush the Titan. It's not game-endingly good. I do see those catapult getting some value there, taking down a palace, and now the mercenary spam coming through for Rapl. He knows. Chrono J, avert your eyes. It's the unit you don't like to make. You don't make this unit. I think we all know why you don't make this unit, by the way. I'm not going to say it. Everyone knows.
Into you.
Chariot Archers pushing forward. It's because they're lame, guys. They're lame. Guys, come on. Hero Kontari is trying to push through here. Do they have Lance of Stone? Where's Lance of Stone? Imagine Lance of Stone. He doesn't have the favor for it. No, the villagers will be able to snipe this down. The town center will be feeling some pain here, though. Repair! Repair the wall! See some towers? Yes, we will. Rapl still trying to push in onto this town center. Now let's plan it nicely though. This is perfect. You don't need to get this town center up. You just need to make sure that Rapl can't get it up himself. Now Rapl will push forward with his own buildings, making some siege works on the front. He's actually got quite a few of these, so it might not be as worth it to do this as he might think. But he's doing it nonetheless. Mummy coming in. You can actually use this mummy to one-hit citizen. This is another reason why the mummy is bonkers good. So there's two citizens here you can one-hit with the mummy. Very, very smart to do that. As the catapult still coming through, they will be able to take this this fortified town center down in the end of when all is said and done. So now Nullus is going to be 2 town centers against the 2 town center Egyptian spamming mercenary. My golly gosh. Now the catapult's coming through, can actually start taking down these guard towers. There's no architects here, so the towers go down a little bit faster than you think, but there's no engineers either. And Rapl, he's now got himself some pierce armor. He's getting his army sorted here, as these catapults are going to be able to deal with the towers on the front here as well. The citizen try to get these up. Just build a mummy in here, and then snipe the citizen off with a mummy. Big brain plays. Big brain plays. The Dryads that are being built onto this position, not so good. Man, the citizens shoot these towers up very, very quickly. We have the hero citizen. They go up so quickly here. So smart to get hero citizen, manually heroize them at this stage of the game. You got so many resources. Just click the hero citizen button here. This is late game Atlantean. Late game Atlantean is hero citizen Atlantean. We do see these Cantarias have managed to make their way in and cause some havoc here. The stone gates getting taken down. Both of those catapults will end up falling here. It seems those hero Cantarias do a lot of damage. Boom, they did. They did. Rapl still slow pushing on this position. He needs to get some of his own towers up here, I would say. Be a good idea. So you see random mercenary. Nice. You see some catapult coming back in onto that location there. Both players still at 140. Of 140 population, 39 minutes into the game. Rapl still needs to get some more armory upgrades. He's only got the one armory, still short on food and everything else. Still making camel caravans here, trying to get the most chemo train route you've ever seen. So you see that forward Migdol is up, and this slow push seemingly looking like it's working here. Where are all of Nullus's units? It looks like he's just got too many. He's got too many villagers. 100% Nullus has got too many villagers. He either needs to kill some trade route or kill some villagers. And I think we both know that we should kill some trade route here, right? Is he actually doing it? I don't know. Wait, Nullus has got his town center back. Back to 160 pop. Let's go, Nullus. And he does have Lance of Stone now, so these buildings on this location are going to fall very quickly. This is 18 damage plus 200%. So it's not 36 damage. It's, I'm going to try 54. Is that right? 54 damage? Lots of damage these guys do, taking down double houses. We see the mercenary coming through the towers, coming up on the front. Will we see Nullus get some fire siphon in here as well? Meanwhile, Rapl trying to push forward with these towers as best as he can, but he's just playing tower defense here. Oranos tower defense, OP. You can't push in. Carrot Arch is going to take down the enemy Arcus here as well. Very, very nice play here from Nullus to fend off the pressure coming through from Rapl, as a town center is attempting to get snuck up here. If Rapple's paying attention on this location at any point while this is going up, these villages are essentially idle because of one catapult shot basically prevents it. Two will finish it off. As we do see the Scarab now coming in. We have the Bronze Walls coming up now for Nullus. There's so much extra HP on this. 900 extra HP. And you can get like, I think it's 5 upgrades. Stone Walls, Bronze Walls, Iron Walls, and then Orichalcos Walls. So much HP bonus for the Atlantean Walls. We see some more Scarabs coming in. A couple of those Spearmen here to help out as the Hero Cantarias will snipe this Scarab down very, very quickly as it gets picked off nigh instantaneously there. Town Center is yet again popping back up over here. I'd love to see another palace here and some siege, some fire siphons to push through these houses and cause some more chaos for Rapl. But it's not happening just yet. The Cantarias is coming in trying to take down these champion chariots. Nullus still floating resources here. As the Migdol Stronghold trying to prevent the town center from coming back up. The catapult wandering in here. Will it get a shot off? No. The chariot archers are blocking it. And he does get one shot off as the catapult just barely pops out. Had these been all hero citizens, this would have gone up. Just saying. the Contarius coming through will get taken out. Rapl still trying to find a way out of his base. Nullus is saying, no, stay in there. And this is exactly this type of Oranos that I talk about when I'm like, you know, people say Oranos falls off, and it's like kinda, but not really. So long as you don't give up map control, you can hold kind of any position with strong Oranos economy, getting out hero citizen, spamming towers, and you are able to hold kind of anything. See the town center getting up very, very quickly. Rapl still trying to get out catapults. No, he's not. He's down to 0 gold. Town center is about to pop here for Nullus as this catapult does spawn, but too little too late to stop the town center from going up. Now Nullus is back up to 4 town centers. That is up to 180 of 180 population, I'm sure, incredibly quickly here. Palace coming up here for Nullus as well. And now he's going to be able to slow push palaces. And this is the other thing, is that these normally castles or like fortress, Migdal stronghold, hill forts take a while to go up. But with Atlantean having hero citizen, shoots them up incredibly fast. We have 7 citizen here coming forward. And the other thing that's really big about hero citizen that I think people forget about, they get armory upgrades. They get bonus HP and they get armory upgrades. 60% pierce armor, 57% hack armor, 13.2 damage. These units are actually better than anything else for the cost. Is it 4 pop? For the cost of 4 pop, these units are better than elephants, right? Or about the same as an elephant, maybe similar to an elephant. Elephants are 5 pop though, right? Bonkers. May as well use those citizen in your army. Now we do see the markets getting taken down in the corner here by those hero Contarius, the Lance of Stone Contarius. Going to be able to end those markets very fast, hurting Rapl's trade there. Going to be able to prevent the mercenary cavalry spam from happening, as we do see the monument to the villages getting taken out here as well. And in that moment, Rapl resigns. The Titan getting taken down. The OP Titan. OP no longer. Very, very nice defense. Nullus showing how it's done here. Holding on very nicely. Super economic, defensive, map control, holding. Very, very nice. There was many moments here where it felt like Rapl was about to crack Nullus with his Titan. I think there's talent in being left alive here, not taking advantage of a catapult with a wall here at the stage when Nullus was in a lot of pain, was definitely something that could have severely aided Rapl in this game. Much needed to really push him forward. And the other thing was not getting any buildings up on this town center here when he took it down a couple of times. He definitely could have done it at some point, but never really managed to. And because of that, Nullus is able to rebuild it, build the towers and everything else. And that was that. There was also this gold mine here that I felt like maybe if you put some effort into trying to move villages up here, you could have really held here as well. But maybe he didn't know about that it was still there, or missed it, or whatever. Very hard to play in the moment. Very nice game from both players. Played it incredibly well for the most part. I'm still not 100% a fan of the 2 town center play here from Nullus, because it does end up resulting in the Egyptian player being able to get a free Osiris, the Ra player specifically. And then whether you go Titan or not is up to you. You can still play differently and push out the Son of Osiris and have a good time. But in this game, it didn't end up happening. And Nullus gets the dub. GG. Well played. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next game.